In a picturesque village surrounded by lush green fields and gentle hills lived a girl named Clara. She was 20 years old, with bright blue eyes and golden hair that shimmered in the sunlight. Clara's family wasn't wealthy, but their love for each other made their small home feel like a castle. Clara had a passion for reading and dreamed of a brighter future beyond the village. One sunny morning, Clara decided to visit the bustling village market. The market was alive with colors, sounds, and the aroma of fresh produce. As she wandered through the stalls, she noticed a boy named Ethan. Tall and handsome, with dark hair and a warm, inviting smile, Ethan came from a well-off family. His parents owned a grand house and vast lands, making him one of the most eligible bachelors in the village. Clara and Ethan's paths crossed as they both reached for a basket of fresh apples. Their eyes met, and a spark of connection ignited between them. Over the next few weeks, they became close friends, sharing laughter and walks by the river. They confided in each other about their dreams and hopes, growing closer with each passing day. Clara felt a warmth in her heart she had never experienced before, and Ethan found himself looking forward to every moment he spent with her. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the village, Ethan took Clara's hand and led her to a quiet spot by the river. "Clara, I love you. Will you marry me?" he asked, his eyes filled with sincerity. Clara's heart soared, and tears of joy welled up in her eyes. "Yes, Ethan, I love you too," she replied, her voice trembling with emotion. They embraced, envisioning a future together, filled with love and happiness. But their happiness was short-lived. When Ethan's parents learned of his intention to marry Clara, they were furious. "Ethan, you can't marry Clara. She's not from our social class," his mother insisted, her voice stern and unyielding. His father echoed her sentiments. "You need to find someone from a wealthy family. We can't allow this." Ethan tried to reason with them, explaining how much he loved Clara and how she had changed his life for the better, but they were unyielding. "If you marry Clara, we'll cut you off," they warned, their faces cold and resolute. Clara, hearing about the conflict, was heartbroken. She didn't want to be a burden to Ethan or cause a rift between him and his family. "Maybe we shouldn't get married," she suggested, tears streaming down her face. "I don't want to cause you any more trouble." Ethan, devastated, replied, "Clara, I can't live without you, but I understand. I'll always love you." They hugged tightly, knowing their love was strong, but the world seemed against them. Days turned into weeks. Ethan tried every possible way to change his parents' minds, but they remained firm in their decision. Clara's family, worried for her, advised, "Clara, we love you, but maybe it's best to let Ethan go." Clara spent many sleepless nights, torn between her love for Ethan and the reality of their situation. Eventually, she decided to talk to Ethan again. "I love you, but I think it's better if we don't marry. Your parents will never accept me, and I don't want to make your life harder," she said, her voice trembling with emotion. Ethan, heartbroken but understanding, replied, "Clara, I can't live without you, but I respect your decision. I'll always love you." They parted with heavy hearts, promising to remain friends and support each other. Clara continued to live with her family, working hard and helping her neighbors. Ethan too moved on, but he never forgot Clara. He often found himself thinking about her, wondering how she was doing and if she was happy. Years passed, and Clara and Ethan still carried a piece of each other in their hearts. They knew love wasn't enough to overcome the obstacles they faced, but they cherished the memories. Clara worked in the village, known for her kindness and generosity. She became a beloved figure in the community, always ready to lend a helping hand. Ethan, now successful in the city, often thought of Clara. He had achieved his dreams, but a part of him always longed for the simplicity and warmth of village life and the love he had left behind. One day, Clara's father fell ill. She tended to him day and night, her worry growing. Ethan, hearing of her plight, rushed to the village. "Clara, I'm here for you. Let me help," he said, his eyes filled with concern. Touched by his kindness, Clara accepted his help. Ethan brought medicine and food, visiting often. Slowly, Clara's father recovered, and Clara's gratitude knew no bounds. "Ethan, you have a big heart. Thank you for helping us," she said, her eyes glistening with tears. Their bond strengthened, but they both knew Ethan's parents would never approve of their love. They decided to stay friends, supporting each other from afar. Ethan had to return to the city for work, but he promised to write. Through letters, they shared their lives, dreams, and hopes, their love enduring despite the distance. Clara wrote about the village, the people she helped, and the simple joys of life. Ethan wrote about his work, his achievements, and how much he missed her. Time flew by, and Ethan became successful, saving money and helping his family. He never forgot Clara, his love for her unwavering. One day, he decided to visit her. Knocking on her door, he was greeted by Clara's surprised smile. "Ethan, you're back," she exclaimed, her voice filled with joy. They spent hours catching up, sharing stories and laughter. Ethan confessed, "Clara, I still love you. I want to be with you." Clara, though happy, was cautious. "What about your parents?" she asked. Ethan replied, "I've saved enough money. I don't need their approval anymore." Moved by his determination, Clara said, "Ethan, I'm proud of you, but I don't want to cause you any more trouble." Ethan insisted, "Clara, you are my happiness. I want to be with you." They decided to be together, ready to face whatever challenges came their way. They married in a small, intimate ceremony, surrounded by friends and family. Clara's family rejoiced, knowing Ethan was a good man. Ethan's parents, however, did not attend, but that didn't dampen their spirits. Together, they moved to the city, starting a new life. They faced many challenges, but their love kept them strong. They worked hard, supporting each other through thick and thin. Years passed, and they built a beautiful life together, raising children and teaching them the values of love and kindness. Clara and Ethan's love story became a legend in their community, a testament to the power of love and perseverance. As they grew old, Clara and Ethan looked back on their journey with happiness and pride. They knew their love had made them better people. Grateful for each other and the life they had built, they realized that true love never dies. It endures, making life meaningful and beautiful. They spent their golden years together, cherishing every moment and the love they shared. And so, Clara and Ethan lived happily ever after, their love a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who knew them. They knew that love, in its purest form, can overcome any obstacle. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.